I think what first drew me to this body of work was probably like most people, you have a pain point in your life and you learn from it, you transform it, and you want to bring what opened you up to other people. So after struggling so much around my own weight hate and bad body image and running from diet to diet and feeling no sense of peace within my body and then in turn my life, and discovering a better way of doing that, I wanted to be able to share that with as many women, especially women and girls, as possible, just to show them that there is another way of relating to your body and relating to food that can actually create freedom and expansiveness and free you up so you can actually share your talents and gifts and light with the world, as opposed to living in your head counting numbers and calories and just basically not feeling good in this body you have. So I guess you could say I was drawn to the work just out of my own pain and transformation and wanting to share that with other women of how to get there. What I love so much about this work is that you start the work with a client, you think it's going to be about food, but it winds up being so much bigger. So as a coach, I get to talk about so much more than nutrition. In fact, nutrition makes up just such a small percentage of what I wind up working with my clients about, and really like a cheerleader, an advocate, and guide with them on rediscovering themselves. And kind of, I say it's not about transforming who you are, but becoming more of who you are. The way that I see my clients really varies. So I do a combination of phone sessions. Some clients prefer to work by phone or just course by distance. We have to work by phone. And then others I see locally in Los Angeles. And really most of the women that I work with are me about, a handful of years ago, maybe 10, 12 years ago, where they've done every diet and they're tired of struggling around it. Maybe they've even adopted a more nutritious way of eating, and so they feel like they kind of have that part covered, but there's still the lingering aftermath of having been, on diets for so many years, or they don't feel at home in their bodies. I really don't think I would have been able to do this work had it not been for my training at IPE. I did not have the skill set before IPE on how to really coach. And I knew that I wanted to work at the heart of the matter. I had been health coaching for a couple years, and I knew I wanted to go deeper with my clients and get to the root reason of why they were struggling. But I didn't have the tools. I didn't have the language. I didn't even have the own knowledge within myself of how to take my clients there. So it's completely transformed me both on a personal level and how my practice looks entirely. I think one of my favorite aspects about the training was honestly having those calls where you were able to ask questions of Mark and really connect with him in that way. I feel like there's some great trainings of different kinds out there, but rarely do you have an opportunity to actually connect with your mentor and ask questions of your mentor. Obviously I loved the audios and videos, and that was wonderful, but those opportunities to ask him a question and drop in with Mark, it was just really meant a lot to me, and it brought the training to life for me and made it more personal, as opposed to, feeling, sometimes you can feel disconnected in other programs when it's a distance learning, but it really helped me drop in at a deeper level because of those calls. Yeah, so you can't really do this body of work with a client until you've been willing to at least do it for yourself at some level. So, kind of backing up, when I had originally started the training, I had already felt like I did a lot of work around myself with body and food and my relationship to my body and to food. But then, of course, the training, it took it to a whole other level. I really started to examine parts of my life that honestly I didn't even know that I needed to explore, or that I needed healing around, or that I needed to talk through or work through. So as a person, I walked out of the training just a different human being, just so much more empathic, so much more in tune with myself. I love this work. It's unlike anything else, and um, I'm just every day so grateful that from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful that I discovered Mark and his work, and everything inside of me just was pulled forward to say yes to that, and to train with him and to train at the Institute. And I think about that often. Like, I don't know. I feel like, what would my life have been like had I not made that decision? And I really don't know. It would have been entirely different. So is just somebody who's completely altered the direction of my life in the most positive way, and I'm forever grateful for that. So I would say to anybody, whether you decide that you actually really want to go into coaching or you just want to take this to change your life, it will change you. It will transform you. It will not only just transform your professional life, which is obviously important if you want to coach, but as a human being, because again, at a soul level, you just know, like, this is the truth. And really not many people are sharing it or putting the information together in this way. So I would say if you're interested in health, but there's a nudging inside of you that I feel like I'm not getting the full story, or I feel like there's something deeper, or how do I connect the dots between personal development that we think is over here and health that we think is over here? How do I connect that? Then this is the training for you. This is the missing piece that will really put all those, we compartmentalize things, will help you put it together. And yeah, if you're looking for a transformation, this is it.